Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are today, I welcome you all to this very live broadcast today, being the second day of June 2024, the month and the year of our Lord Elohim. As I welcome you, I will encourage you to welcome others as well by sharing this very live broadcast to your own very page. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, today is the second day in the month of June 2024. Today is Sunday. Therefore, I wish all our Christian brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, uncles and nephews, I say to you all, happy Sunday. May Chukwu Okike Abiama pụrụ ime ihe niile be with us as we go to our various churches today to pray. Always remember to put the land of Biafra in your prayer. Always remember to put this great umbrella called Ipob into your prayers. Don't also forget to place the man that God called for this great mission, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, into your prayers. For those of us in Biafra land that approaches God and engages God in a native way, in the way of our forefathers, I encourage you as well, as you raise your cola, as you raise your alligator pepper, as you want to pour out your drink in communication to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Always pray and put Ipob and the man that God have called into this great mission into your prayers as well. For those that worship by the seashore, for those that worship in rivers as well, always pray and put the land of Biafra into the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. But for those who desire our evil in our land, may the earth trouble them. May the sun that shine and bring trouble and sickness into their life. May the rain that fall bring trouble into their life. May the money dews that fall from sky bring trouble and disaster into their life. And as I pray, I say, Ise. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, from me, from here, it is good morning. Depending your own time zone, I say to you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to so many of you, depending your time factor. Right here from my location is morning. I started this program very early, few minutes to 1 p.m. Biafra land, just to boycott the evil Facebook. Because as soon as I put time to this very broadcast today, we are going to analyze what happened in Abia State. The Facebook may not even want me to anchor the program successfully. So that's why I come earlier before the time I place on notice. So for those of you who may be waiting for that time patiently, you can see that I am alive right now. So I will encourage you all to join it earlier as I have started it earlier than as I projected. Let me say this thing and make it very clear for the world to understand. This very IPOB, we are not forceful to anything at all. We don't force anything on our people because our people knew what they want. Our people understand those who are for them and those who are not for them. What happened on the 30th day of May 2024? I keep on saying it. It is totally condemnable by IPOB worldwide because we know the plans of the enemy concerning the entire Biafra land. And I want to send this thing as a clear advice to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the British appointed president in that zoological republic called Nigeria. Those that knows Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the meaningful or the men, the well-meaning elders in the Yoruba land should advise their son. The intellectuals should advise Bola Ahmed Tinubu, irrespective of your age. Your age, maybe Tinubu may look like age of your father. So I will urge those well-meaning Yorubas, learned ones, educated ones, those who understand the value of humanity, those who have respect for life, not those that don't have respect for life that is made by God. There are people who have no respect for life. They have no regard for life. I want to see this opportunity to urge them, all the well-meaning Yorubas, to advise their son, advise their father in Asorok concerning the conspiracy of the Fulani against the Biafran people, especially the Igbo-speaking Biafrans in Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should understand one particular fact, that no man on earth that is pursuing the agenda of the Fulani, that God will not punish in one way or another. Because the agenda of the Fulanis concerning the native people in Nigeria is all about evil and disaster. But if Bola Ahmed Tinubu have embraced that the same agenda of Osman Danfodio, which was carried out by the late Muhammad Buhari, and because of that, God took his life earlier than he expected. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu have decided to embark on that unrealizable mission of late Muhammad Buhari, mark my word, today is 2nd day, June 2024. If he have determined to embark on that evil agenda of the Fulani that was carried out by late Muhammad Buhari against us, the Biafrans, the Igbo-speaking Biafrans in Nigeria, he should wait for the wrath of God. He should wait for the wrath of God. I am not like their pastors or their prophet or their bishops who speaks and nothing comes to happen. I am not a pastor, I am not a reverend, I am not an apostle, I am not an evangelist. But I have regard for God. I have regard for human life. I respect development. I adore and cherish development. I cherish human life so preciously because I cannot create one. Those meaningful Yorubas should advise Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I want to call on the well-meaning Igbo elders, especially in Abia State, to call Ojozo Kanu and his group to order. I repeat, I want to seize this opportunity to beg the well-meaning Igbo elders. One person cannot be bigger than entire population in Igbo land. I want to urge all the respectful elders in Igbo land to call Ojozo Kanu to order with his group. One of the officers that came from Missy Alangwa, who in all his career after his university graduation had been in Maiduguri for over 10 years, battling with Boko Haram, battling with ICC, battling with Al-Qaeda, battling with Hezbollah in Maiduguri. God kept him. God preserved him. God gave him that shade as people he loved and choosing as their own people. He did not lose his life in the hands of these terrible terrorists in the terrorist business hub, the northern Nigeria. Only for them to post him and targeted to kill him. In other words, to deny him his rights and promotion in Nigerian army. These officers were sent down to their own land by the federal government of Nigeria, and the same people sent them to mission on a ghost day, on a day Biafrans are mourning their fallen heroes, which nobody have their time. Because where they are, they could have been there till night come. They will never see a bird pass on the road to harass. They will never see a goat pass near them to be harassed. The same people that send them to duty to define our holiday are the same people who sent their killers to go and take their life. Now, I want all of you, let me put phone number here. Somebody urged me to put phone number for this very broadcast today, so I forgot, let me put it. So the phone number is there, it's a WhatsApp number. So as I was saying, these our brothers have fought gallantly in the north against the terrorists, Islamic terrorists. For Ojozo Kanu and some of their group, with the DSS head, with the head of DSS in Abia State, and the head of commander in Abia State, Army commander in Abia State, to conspire to kill our own brother in our own land. It is something that we will never take candidly, and is completely condemnable. We condemn this particular act totally. That shows every other Igbo officers who their killers are. This should taught them a lesson. Now, let me tell you that everything was staged. The killing of our own brother in our land were staged by the federal government. Let's begin from the camera. Let's begin from the camera. For those of you who have seen that video, let's begin from the camera. Let me call you to attention. Remember, there is no surveillance camera around that vicinity. I repeat, there is no surveillance camera around that vicinity. And the video that's been trending on air was not captured by the surveillance camera. It was captured by the cell phone camera. You see, we are security experts that always tell people, if you want us to analyze and tell you where, and after our analysis, go anywhere in the world and present our analysis and present the evidence that we look onto before analyzing. You see, pick that video of that incident where our own brother was murdered in the checkpoint. Pick that video, go to CIA, present that video, go to intelligence unit of the functioning countries in the world, present that video. The first thing they will ask, this video is not from a surveillance camera. When I say that these politicians and some officers, evil officers, I don't know what they're talking about. What is the meaning of taking the life of Igbo officers, 5 of them, in order way to do what? What is your aim? What is the aim? What is the gain of taking the life of your fellow officers? Serving those that believe in one Nigeria, serving the same country where you urge them to sustain. The same country which you urge them to work for. Now you turn around to take their life for that the same country. Tell me how such country will be blessed. Tell me how such country will succeed. Tell me how such country will develop. Because country that sent their workers out and went after their workers to kill them. The blood of those innocent workers that you sent out there to kill have cried unto God. And God must answer to that cry. This is the thing that people does not understand. This particular APC government does not understand. This is the particular thing most of politicians in Nigeria does not understand. Upon all the resources that Nigeria have, gold, silver, diamond, oil, gas, hunger is thriving hard in the midst of Nigerians. People are not, officers are suffering in Nigeria. Insecurity everywhere. This is the contribution and the decision of the anger of God working heavily in that land. Because those officers you killed in their own father's soil, the son of the soil was murdered in their own father's land. There must be a word that will go out of their hand before they take their last breath. And that word must work because they understand the game, they understand who killed them. Now, this thing has happened. Have independent investigators, or let's say I think we have military police officers in military in Nigeria. The first thing that could have been done is, today is a holiday in the entire Biafra land. And in a holiday, army officers are supposed to be in the barracks. Police is supposed to be in some points, should in case of emergency. They should be in the strategic areas with their vehicle. Army have no business on the road. No talk of that day, that very holiday day. All the whole army is supposed to be standby in their barracks, observing that particular respect of honoring those who died during the Biafra genocide. But the same people that commanded them and give them order to go to that place and stay are the same people who planted somebody to connect to capture their own action. Now, what I want to ask, who is the owner of that phone that captured that incident? Because it was only one phone, only one cell phone camera that captured that incident. And that cell phone camera was standby, waiting for that action. Because on their way coming, go and look for that SUV. That SUV is DSS SUV. Federal government of DSS SUV. They can't deny it. And go and watch that video as an educated person, as a learned person, except those tout who does not understand what is called security analysis. What is that camera waiting for? A phone it's like this, my phone. I will turn around now and begin. Okay, I'm not seeing. If this thing was captured, okay, let's say, oh, after the shooting, after the killing, somebody went there with their phone and said, oh, look at what happened here. That one is different. Because the only camera that have rights to capture such incident is a surveillance camera, which is already have been there monitoring the environment. Then the incident came, then the camera captured it. And before that camera will be showcased on the air, there must be officers that will go around and discover that camera, the owner of the camera, either the compound where that camera is mounted, either the shop or the company where that camera is mounted that captured that incident. What happened? Now, the expert will now go there and beg the owner of the surveillance camera. It's not order, because the person may put it there for his own personal security. That is how it is done here. That is how it is done every other developed countries. They will go there, so like there is a child. This is not a child, a boy that the girlfriend pressed knife inside his stomach last week here in this country. How did they discover that it was the girlfriend? Because the surveillance camera in that street saw the boy and the girlfriend entered into his house. Then the same surveillance camera in the street saw the girl rushing out in a haste. Then little time, the boy hold his hand on his belly and come out from that same compound, shouting, help, help. Then he fell down. He couldn't make it to hospital. Then what the security did, when they came to the street, they said, how did this thing happen? They said, we don't know, we only see the boy. The people who live on that street did not see any girl coming out. But they only saw when the boy shouted, then they came out as their neighbor and saw that he's holding his stomach, then he was bleeding badly, then he fell down. He couldn't say any word before he gave up, before the ambulance come. He couldn't utter any word to say, okay, to reveal that it's my girlfriend though. But how did they get that it is the girlfriend? Through the surveillance camera. The vision of surveillance camera is different from the vision of phone camera. It's totally different. The caption of the surveillance camera is always different. When they are playing this on news, they play it. Everybody saw how the girl rushed out. Few minutes later, everybody saw how the boy struggled to comes out from the compound and fell on the street. That was when the security began to look for the girl. Now, they brought the picture of the girl and said, did anybody know this girl? They said, the girl is the girlfriend of the boy. They know the girl. They went to the house of the parent of the girl. The girl have run away from the house, which means she committed it. That girl, she's on the run now. Which is she run go nowhere. They will catch her, definitely, because this is security country. Then what happened in Abia State by the killing of the officers was not in that case. It wasn't a surveillance camera. This is a cell phone standing by. So the question is now, who is that owner of that phone? Who contracted the owner of that phone for that very job? Because somebody paid the owner of that phone. Because the camera was very standby when the SUV vehicle, black, arrived. Very slowly. They are not in the speed. They did not arrive there to show you that somebody is a programmed incident. It's like they have called that very person and said, oh, we are coming, we are on our way coming. Is your camera on? The person will answer yes. They said, be ready, we are coming. Then the person placed the camera. Because the person camera was standby. Go and watch that camera again. It was standby on the road, making no shake. Immediately the vehicle were coming. Go and watch that video again. You will see the same person moving his hand, following the same direction that SUV was coming directly to those our brother they killed. The person was moving his hand, as if that, okay, I say, video me. It's like when I give somebody my cell phone and say, my friend, video me. And the person were videoing me as I'm moving. That's exactly what happened. So how come about that? How come about that film? That filming? Who filmed that particular? Who filmed that particular incident? The person who filmed that particular incident, I am telling you the analysis as an expert. The person who filmed that particular incident is a first suspect. Go and get that person who filmed that particular incident. Then the person will confess. The confession will begin from there. And I am calling Abia State Governor to sweep into action. The death of our brother can never go in vain. Somebody must pay for it. This is not the time to sweep things under carpet. This is not the time to sweep anything under carpet. I am urging the commissioners in Abia State, I am urging the governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, and his administration to go and get the FEMA of that particular incident. That is where the whole confession will be revealed. You will find out that the DSS commander in Abia State is involved. You will find out that the army commander in Abia State is involved. There you will find out that Ojuzo Kanu and his group is involved. There you will find out that it is the heavy state actors that are involved in killing innocent men just to, I don't know what they want to achieve. I keep quiet. I took my time. I watched that video. I cut the video. I took it somewhere with the expert of this country. I said, let us take a look at this video. The first thing they told me is, this video is not a surveillance. He said, this is not the mounted camera. I said, yes. I said, which camera? I asked them, which camera is this? They say, this is the cell phone camera. They say, are they acting movie? That was the question they asked me. Is this film, is it movie or real? I said, it's not movie. I said, these officers you see there were killed by the same people that stopped that vehicle, starts firing. They said, no, it's not a movie. I said, no, it's not a movie. It's a real action that took life of 5 officers. Do you know first thing that she said? If it's not surveillance, since it's not surveillance, according to the state, it's not surveillance camera. Since it's not surveillance camera, it's a phone camera. He said, when the officers of Nigeria get somebody, say, because if he's here, they will get the person. Because the person posted it. They will enter the device of the person that posted it. They know where the person lives. They will go and get the person. They said, before anything, before any investigation, he said the person that will review those that involved in that killing is this owner of the film, the original person that filmed that thing. Who filmed that incident? Because it was, this is just like, I am coming now, say, I call somebody on phone. I say, in 5 minutes I will be there. It's like all these people who act film, who act movie. Okay, in 5 minutes, my convoy is coming. As I'm coming, cover the convoy. And as my convoy is going, somebody is busy videoing the convoy, following the direction of the convoy. To say to you, this is intentional filming. That filming did not come by accident. Then if you want to know filming of any incident that happened, it must happen before the action. It must happen after the action, sorry. Which many people will go there and say, look at these people, they have killed these people. People will start videoing, covering the video, sending on air to spread the news. Which means the shooters can never be captured. The arrival of the vehicle can never be captured. What will be captured is the dead body of those people and the spot of that incident. So, are they not telling me they don't know what happened? Nigeria State does not tell me what happened. Are they not telling? Is that what I want to tell the fools in Nigeria? Because I discovered that 100% or let's say even 90% of those who live in Nigeria are fools. Because they have turned around now, invading people's compound, invading people's innocent people, picking men. And this is the target. Picking innocent, vibrant men in their houses to unknown location. For what? For another massacre and the genocide in Abia State. Ojo Kanu and his group. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For how long are we going to fold our hand and watch our brothers, both those who are serving in Nigeria and those innocent civilian Biafrans being killed? How can 5 officers they send on duty only being an Igbo extract? Can you explain that to me? How many people make up one Nigeria? Yorubas are there, Funanis are there, Hausas are there. In a country where different races made up as a country, then one team of officers we are not mixed. Even in abroad, even in a developed country, there is no way. Okay, let me use Italy as an example. There is no way if 5 police officers can be in a mission, that 5 police officers will be from Napoli. I'm talking about state too. Those 5 police officers will be from Napoli. No officer from Sicilia. No officers from Bologna. No officers from Parma. No officers from Firenze. No officers from Rome. No officers from Padova. No officers from other part of Italy. It now be only 5 officers. I'm talking about developed country. 5 officers from Napoli. Is it possible? Experts tell me about security of a country. Is it possible? No way. It's not possible. Okay, let's say in this country where I reside, the 5 officers can never come out in Sao Paulo. It's impossible. As far as they are under federal, do we have state army in Nigeria? Because I checked, last time I checked, they haven't even established state police, talk less of state, talk less of state army. So what they did there, what that signifies is that there is a state army in Nigeria now. That's what it signifies. There is a state army in Nigeria. So they have established state army before the state police. So what is this now that Igbo's army should guide the Igbo land? Why Fulani army should guide Fulani land? Why Yoruba army should guide Yoruba land? Is that what they're telling us? Is that exactly what they're telling us? The governors of the Southeast, answer my question. The professors in the Southeast, answer my question. The lecturers, answer my question. The lawmakers in the Southeast, those who feel that they studied properly, they qualify, they are well-educated people, PhDs. I want my question to be answered. How come all the officers that were sent to that duty, they were all Igbos? I need an answer to all my questions. Have the special squad engaged the DSS commander after this thing happened? Because the vehicle is a federal government vehicle. First thing, if they are serious, if they say okay, Nigeria is a state that you can have confidence on, what they should do, first thing they should do is to get immediately that incident happened, they sweep into action and get the commander of the DSS in Abia State. Take his phone, put him in a room. It is done all over the world. If you are the head leading something and something happened, it's like we that operate in a dry port here. There are something that happen one certain time. When this thing container arrived, forklift leave this container and put it. And I was the one that said, have this list, you must check the list before all this long trailer begin to load the goods and dispatch to the company where those things belong. I was holding it. There's someone went there and rolled out one big carton and moved it out. And I was busy doing something. Immediately, after counting everything, we found out that this thing is not complete. How did this thing move? They did not ask anybody. They focus on me immediately because other people have nobody to answer. I am the one in that control of that very day. And I took the responsibility. First thing they did was to check if I have any call, if I made any call, if I sent any message. I released my cell phone immediately. I said, take. They check the messages of yesterday. Such thing was not attached. They check the call. They check everything. They say, okay, wait. That was when they went to the camera and saw the guy who rode the thing and saw the small vehicle who came and they rode that thing inside. The plate number was captured by the surveillance camera. They saw this vehicle operate here. Nobody should say anything. The vehicle operate here. Even the people who are around there, they don't even know what is going on. They say, I should keep quiet. I should not say anything, but this vehicle operate here. Definitely, early in the morning, the following day, the vehicle will come for his operation because this is where the vehicle walk. Immediately, the man came the following day. Then went there and get the man. Who did you carry load for yesterday? He said somebody called him. You know, these white people, they don't lie. He said somebody called him to carry. He said, what exactly did you carry? Can you describe to us what you carry? He said one carton, they have to open the carton and they pour out the goods inside the boot and the back seat because it cannot contain inside. They say, okay, where did you take it? Which location did you take it to? Some officers follow. They say if you reach there, just point the place and drive your vehicle. They don't even touch the owner of the vehicle who carried the goods. He took them to a direction where he discharged the goods. One of them entered there and asked, do you have this thing? He said, yes. He brought it out. He paid. He turned back again. Now carry the rest of us. Come. Did you buy this thing? Where is the note? Where is this thing you buy? Who released it? Which company did you buy it from? No receipt. Nothing. They take him. So when such incident happened, the two people the three people that are supposed to be in target is the chief security person of Abia, not the governor, the commissioner for security of Abia State. Commissioner for security of Abia State. They're supposed to go directly to his house, since that very day is holiday. Get his phone. They said, Aga, please, for investigation, give us your phone. Every phone that he operates with, they carry the phone. And this mission must be carried out at the same time. The DSS commander and the commissioner for security and the army commander, because of the army involved. The mission must be carried out the same hour, the same minute. Where they send this team to this side, they send the team to they will enter the place where these people lives in once. No, not if you go you pick this one, later you go, because that one will discharge all the phone he has. It must be carried out the same time, the same hour, the same minute. They will not bring them. Please, sir, we are here to investigate your phone. They open the phone, they check all the whole phones. First of all, they check all the whole phone. There you could have seen that these people intentionally murdered these officers for nothing. Just to create a space for their evil operation. And somebody wrote, he said, oh, Hanese have already in Abuja. I heard Iwanyamu saying something about Mazi and the Kanu condemning the incident. But the same Iwanyamu does not have this brain of knowing fully that this thing, atrocity, was not committed by the ordinary citizens of Abia State or any group. Okay, let us take this area of professionalism out in terms of this. Okay, since Nigeria intelligence units are now become nonsense, they don't even know their work anymore. Now, since they are now nonsense, now that somebody in Finland claimed the responsibility, what are they invading people's house for? Somebody in Finland have claimed the responsibility. What are they now arresting the innocent people on the street of Abia State? What is the arrest for? Since they don't want to embrace responsibility, they don't want to work as a perfect security agents. Now, maybe somebody who government or one politician sent money, say, claim this thing. Since you are mentioning Biafra, claim it, let it fall on the Biafra agitation. Thank God he is not an IPOB member. So, what are they waiting for? Because this is a Nigeria, 5 Nigeria important citizens, they murdered with uniform of a country, and somebody somewhere saying, I am the one that killed them. Then what are you going in the people's houses to do? What are you going in the hotels, busting hotel, picking people who are sleeping in the hotel? What is it for? Picking people in the hotel rooms. What is it for? Because the work is supposed to do to fish out those who participated in the killing of officers, it did not. Which I have revealed to you how to do it. Since all of you are mumu, all of you are daft. You know nothing. You pretend you know nothing. You don't know about security. The only thing you know is evil and criminality. Now that they have paid somebody money and say, claim it. Because that is what he is good for. Give him money, he will claim everything he wants to claim. This is a guy a few months ago, he told them that if they are not giving him money, he is not claiming again, he is not doing again. Because everything he does it for money. He came out on the camera and said, he is Liberation Army that killed those people. So, is this person now more bigger than the state of Nigeria? Yeah, that is what they have shown us. Because IPOB have been agitating in a civilized manner, in a peaceful manner. This is the reason why normally people the old veterans of Biafra were supposed to come out on the street and do their parade as those who suffered the genocide. But because of this kind of incident that we know, Nigeria will always, because the blood of Biafra is always, they love to see the blood of Biafrans being poured on the floor. For this reason, we say, okay, let people stay indoor and remember their heroes, which nobody comes out. If those army are there, Biafran people don't even care, they don't even know them. Is it not when you see somebody outside, you will harass them? Because the last thing those officers will do is to begin to knock people's compound. Why you people does not come out today? Why you people does not come out today? They can't do that. Nobody forces anybody to work. Work is a choice. Even those that work for person in a company. If the worker decides that day is not going to work, he can only come the following day and tell the owner of the company, I didn't come to work yesterday because I am not feeling fine. Because I was not feeling fine. Talk more of officers that knew that that very day, not even a bed will come outside this thing. Everybody is in their house, resting. Nobody forced them to be in their house. They feel that this is the righteous thing to do, to remember and honor those that stand for them. And they did it voluntarily in their various homes. They selected them, 5 Igbo officers. You. Where is that? Where is the Fulani among them? Where is the Yoruba among them? Or Joseph Kanu and his group, they conspired and said, go and kill them. Let us roll it on the Biafra agitation. As if the people does not reason anymore. Let me tell you, the Biafra people know what IPOB stand for. Except the criminals in Biafra. The only people who despise IPOB are criminals. Because you don't despise something that have come to defend you. You don't despise something that have come to jealously love you, jealously guide you, jealously see that your life better. But you have every right to despise and they hate everything that is bringing pain to you. Joseph Kanu and his gang in Niger State. You are cry or you are pain is that Abia State is receiving development, isn't it? That is your cry. And their masters, their slave masters in the north, caliphate, they are on your neck, telling you. So finally, you are there. In that state, don't you know we have made you powerful? You are there. Abia State want to have good road. You are there. Abia State want to have electricity. You are there. Abia State want to have water. You are there. Abia State want to have infrastructure that will be attractive to eyes. Then now you have come so that you can help them initiate crisis in Abia State. Those that know Joseph Kanu should warn him. Those that know Joseph Kanu should warn. He should stop wasting the blood of Igbo youth in Igbo land. You see these 3 governors that they want to use in Igbo land, people should warn them. Ebonyi governor, Enugu state governor, or Joseph Kanu, and Imo state governor. People that know them should warn them. One day, let me tell you something. One thing IPOB will not tolerate is to allow other people to be dying in their numbers. Time will come. Everything is stage by stage. Time will come one day, we will rise up and say, let all of us die that day. Let all of us die that day. And the world, they will not start the story from the beginning. These people now will not start the story from the beginning. Ohanes and Igbo will not start the story from the beginning. Ohanes and Igbo are not seeing this evil that was committed in Abia State, killing our brothers in the name of hatred for Biafra. Ohanes and Igbo are not seeing it. The body of Christianity in Nigeria are not seeing it. That useless can. The most useless organization in Nigeria CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, group of criminals, fraudsters, murderers, destroyers. They are not seeing it. And come out and condemn this evil. All of them have kept quiet. Any very day an IPOB rises and say, no, we will revenge the death of our brothers. Despite them being in uniform in Nigeria, does not give you any permission to take their life. Any day we say we are going to revenge that's when all of you will come out. Hey, we don't want violence. This one is not violent. Killing somebody's son on duty is not violent. By the state actors, killing somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's uncle, somebody's father on duty is not worthy of violence. No intellectual have come out and say, well, this thing that happened here is not good. Nobody can be bold enough to come out and say, no, Nigeria, state, Abola made the tribal administration. No, stop this evil. This is evil. So nobody can be bold and approach them and say, no, stop this evil. Why did you kill these innocent soldiers? You are the people who send them to duty. You are the people who send their killers to go and kill them, to go after them. Where you send them to duty. And the same people, if they refuse to not be on that duty that day, you will throw them into that room. You will handcuff them, you will prison them, transfer them to Medugri, and they will never come back again. Do you see why IPOB asks every officer of Igbo to resign from Nigeria Army? Do you see it now? Do you see our reason of calling our brothers and our sisters resign? Because that is death trap for you. Now, other officers who have seen what happened, do you think that they don't know what happened there? Because I know how many officers who have complained and say what happened there. It's Nigeria that killed our own colleague. You think they don't know? Do you think they don't know? All these IPOB you are calling Biafra agitators you are calling. You are just fooling yourself. Because they know the truth behind the killing of those officers in Aba. They know. Even a child, a suckling baby, knows the truth behind the killing. They want to instigate violence in Aba to stop development, to stop all the construction going on. I want to seize this opportunity to urge all the churches in Nigeria to save themselves from this doom that is coming to fall on them. If by now, this is why sometimes when this youth of this generation become angry, youth of this generation are walking away from church. Go and see what is happening. The church are getting it hot now. People are walking away from the church. Because this is what the church should have stand for. Truth. Honesty. In time like this. Doing the right thing. Demanding for the right thing. This is not the time church will say, oh, conduct referendum. This country is becoming unbearable to everybody. Please consult the referendum. Let people choose their fate through referendum, through casting of their own vote. This is the duty of church. Catholic Church is supposed to be on the top of their voice, demanding for referendum, for peace to reign. Anglican Church is supposed to be on top of their voice, demanding for referendum. Assemblies of God Church are supposed to be in their on top of their voice, demanding for referendum. Cherubim and Seraphim supposed to be on top of their voice, demanding for referendum. Seventh-day Adventists supposed to be on top of their voice, demanding for referendum. At least let them start from these people. They say they are representing Christ. Does Christ signify deception? Also, does Christ signify fear? No, it doesn't signify fear. Christ signifies boldness, truth, and sincerity. That's what it signifies. So what are you people waiting for? Forget about Pentecostal. All these Pentecostal, they are mad. All these personal businesses. I'm talking about foundational church. That is well respected around the world. Pentecostal is a home for criminals. Everybody knows. I am a Pentecostal. But I won't, because I'm a Pentecostal, I will not say the truth. That's what many people that say, Lionman, sometimes will not understand you. At least Catholic, Anglican, Cherubim and Seraphim, Assemblies of God Church, Seventh-day Adventists, these are the foundational church of the world. Forget about personal businesses of the young guys and the young women who search for employment they don't see. They open their own. That is I call them, that's a private business of anybody. That is private business. Nobody can, how you want to run your business, you run it. That's why when they want to retire, they give it to their son, because that is private business. They give it to their son, give it to their daughter. Like I told somebody was angry that he had been with one pastor, a pastor of the church grew. When the children were too small, the children now grow after many years of his service in the church. He went and gave the son the church. I say, Mr. Man, the problem you have is you are deceiving yourself. Your work there does not give you the titleship to inherit another man's business. That, he said, what did I say? I said, today you have known that it's business. When I was telling you that Pentecostal is a family business, did you believe it? I said, go and open your own. I told him, if he wants ownership, go and open your own. And he have gone up to open his own. He have gone up to begin his own. I said, oh, yes. Go and open your own. Stop disturbing family business. I am not in support of it. If a man suffer for something, he have every right to will it to their son or their daughter. Don't supposed to will it for outsider. Go and open your own, Mr. Man. Stop disturbing my ear. Maybe, I don't know, he was calling for me to start gossiping on phone with him. I said, no. The man is right. He gave it to his son. I said, he's right. Are you the one supposed to inherit the man's property while he has children? He has children. You have to will his business to his children. Then if he wants to work with his children, continue working. You work for the father, and now I'm working for the children. Since you are the only one that God have said you will not grow, work for the daughter, work for the son. Work under the son too. They be here now there, man. You don't have shit. This is the time they should come out and do the right thing, but they are not doing it. Then why will young men will not walk away? Reasonable ones. Why would they not walk away? They will look at the whole thing and say, no, if we keep on encouraging this thing will keep on drawing us, you keep on keeping us in pain. So let us walk out so that place will be coming to be empty. Then maybe when they see the effect of the emptiness, they will begin to speak the truth, then will come back. I know so many group of boys that he said, I did not stop going to church. I will go to church any day they start doing the right thing. I said, what is the right thing they are not doing? He said they are not speaking the truth. He said any day they're supposed to, any day they start doing the right thing, I will go back to where I'm worshiping. But for now, they are playing game with us. So allow them to play their game. Let us see where that game will land all of us. Very reasonable guy. And I reasoned with him. I said, what this guy is saying is truth. They are playing game. So I will not be part of parcel of that game that is bringing pain to me. That was what the guy said. He said, and this girl is a pianista. He's no professional pianist. He said, Mazi, I stop for now. Because I cannot continue promoting something that brings pain to our society. So these people are not speaking the truth. They are working with these evil politicians. So any day they stop, any day they come to their senses to speak the truth so that everybody will be free, then I go back and do my work. There are the same people complaining that this generation are not going to church. Now they are starting walking away from church. Do you think that this generation are foolish like our own forefathers who were suppressed? This generation are wise. They think reasonable and God is very, very proud of them. They think reasonable and God is very, very proud of this particular generation. They don't want to be part and parcel of something that they know that this one contribute to their pain. He's only a fool who see where they are killing him is still going there. Now, development have come to Aba. Since Abia State have been praying and fasting, longing for a leader, only the time they give them leader, such evil happened, was carried out by Ojo Kanu and his members, and the Bola Tinubu. All these mega churches in Abia State, let's say it's something of state. None of the pastors have come out and said, no, we condemn this thing. This thing is not done by the youth. It's not done by anything concerning Biafra. This is pure evil from the federal government. And all of them know. The only thing they do, they will be calling me on phone. Mazi, we know what happened. Mazi, everybody, we know what happened. Why can't you come out and say it? A man of 75 years will be calling a young man of 40-something years on phone. What happened to your own voice outside there? What happened to your own voice? You are afraid to die. And you are a pastor. Heaven is there, gold, full of gold and silver, diamond. You are afraid to go and live in the midst of diamond and gold and the silver. Ịma na anyị nọ n'obodo. Ịma na anyị nọ ọwụ unu nwanne n'ebe a ga-agba nnukwu ukwu nke bezokwu ụwa n'ihe na-emenụ. Ikwuo ya nwụọ jewanụ the heaven. Very beautiful place according to the Bible. At least ije ebe ahụ ịkpọm na you come to dream and message me and say na ihe ebe ahụ bụ eziokwu ahụkwaga m gold. I've seen the gold, I've seen the silver. Then he meet him like dream, communicate here with me on dream. If you are sure, come 3 times. Because once I no agree, what you are saying is truth. I will challenge you in that dream. Oh, Daddy, Pastor Diego, please, if you're sure what you are telling me is true, come 3 times. If I see you 3 times, I will go available place and buy something and drink and go. So that I will go and join you there. Enjoyment to start. You are hiding on the calling a man of 40-something years of age on phone, a 70 years old man, 60 years old man. You are calling. We know what happened. All the governor know what happened. All the knew what happened. All the officials in Abia State knew what happened. If you don't know, then all of them knew what happened. They know that this is the enemy of state. They know that this is activities of federal government, by which they are some Igbo Iflef, people like Ojo Kanu, pure Iflef, Fulani blood everywhere, caused by infidelity women going around, taking pregnant from murderers, naming them Igbo name. Under husband, you are flirting. These are the results now. Ijele. His brothers never abandoned him. Fulani, his brothers, who pregnanted the mother. Ijele, where is him today? Have never not abandoned him. That is Fulani for you. They are good to waste their blood. Look at the Ijele. Who is their brother? Who is their blood? They could not even say, okay, let us bring him out as our own. They have abandoned him there. That is the same thing they are using their fellow Fulani to do. They will roll them into Boko Haram for them to die. That is the only investment Fulani know. Terrorism investment. And these are the people like Enugu state governor want to bring into Igbo land. As if in a record that is Fulani who can invest and create employment anywhere they are. The only investment that Fulani know about it is destruction and the terrorism. That is the perfect. They are professional in this business. Call them for investment of terrorism. They will establish shit for. There is a video somebody sent to me, where some Ebonyi youth cut people into pieces in the bush, cut the person into pieces, cut the hand, cut the leg. Somebody sent me the video. Very terrible. Ebonyi youths cut the person. They do video. They are doing the video, covering the video, cutting human being like where they are cutting goat, speaking their Eza language. Do you know what I said? I said this person now, in your mind now, do you think that this is a Ebonyi youth? The person that sent me, I said, I see the video. Now I want to ask you, do you think in your own mind now, do you think that anything that attached with Igbo blood can do this thing? You say, what do that mean? I said, now I want to ask you, do you think that I said, let me tell you something, what my late father told me. He said, any Igbo person that raises bottle, soya madibeya, is not fathered by Igbo. He said, la Igbo, we the Igbos hate shedding the blood of a human being like us. That is why olden days, when you commit abomination in our land, if it is outside, if it is in the Fulani, they will kill the person. They will stone the person to death. If it is in the Yoruba, they will kill the person. It's only Igbo that escort them out of the village for the respect of blood. No matter what anybody commit in those days, they see it as abomination. After the kindred men Ndeze and the king have gathered, they will say, okay, banish him. It's called what? Banishing. They banish the person and lead the person out of the community and tell the person, don't enter this place for good 20 years or don't enter for good 30 years, and the person will not enter. They said, this land have rejected you. When the person sent me this, they were speaking, I said, these are the Fulani. These are the Fulani blood inside the boy. These are the people that finally pregnanted their mother under marriage. Under Igbo man Mariam. Finally pregnanted, he take it to the boy because nothing like DNA. Ibonam, nemam Igbo nemam Chukwemeka, nemam Obichuku, nemam something, Igbo name. When he grow up, blood is thicker than water. He must act like his people. He must act like his people. That is blood for you. That is why most of the powerful world today, they do DNA for children. Let me tell you what some things that some developed world are doing today. In a hospital where you give birth, they will do DNA and keep it in their system, their computer system. They will not tell you. They are not doing it because of the father and the mother. They are doing it to know if this blood belongs here. The very day I discovered this thing, I said, why did they say they are keeping it for purpose and tomorrow? That's why you will see some people will grow up in a country, have money, become much powerful. When the time to reach, they want to go for presidents or want to go to important office. The people who are in that department where they are stocking DNA of everybody, they will send the information powerfully to the central system. The central system will now look to the political party that is more powerful in that country or that have more reliable representative as a candidate. They will send that information to them. That one will now be using it to attack that one. That's when you will hear, you are descendant of this place. The man will be shocked. You are descendant of this place, of so place. The man will be shocked. The man will say, already they know. And as far as that man have say it out, those that matter in those countries will send their message strongly out there. Even though that person made a mistake, manipulate them, win one time, second time is not going anywhere. Go and investigate. What did they do to this man here? That is among the things that contributed to the falling of the former president, that this one entered. As the man was doing some, they say, we talk him. It's not from here. And they capitalized on there, say, no, we must bring the son of the soil into power. And they brought the son of the soil. No matter all the allegations they give him, no matter all the propaganda they carried against him as a corrupt person, people voted him. The son of the soils and the daughters of the land voted him. We prefer this one. You want to come from all the way from descendant of so place. Hungary. You want to come here and be doing you now increase everything. One make hungry kill us. Then push him in one corner. And that is the end of his political career. He can never win anything again. Does anybody does that in Igbo land? You see somebody cutting somebody's finger, cutting the leg, carrying the other one says you want to use that now, cook egusi soup. Because he's speaking Igbo. I asked the person who sent the video, I said, do you now believe that this thing now is done by, I even asked the person, do you hope of them with your senses as somebody who have stayed in abroad, somebody who know the system of the world, does hope of them an Igbo person? The killing hope of them is instigating in Igbo land. Does it show that I say, let me tell you the spirit of Igbo is go and check it in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what I said, man. Go and check it in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not want any single Igbo man to die. You always do. Some members of the DOS the same way. anytime you are telling them something, na ihe ndị a na-eme na anyị gafere na ha ga-use opportunity na gbuo ndị be anyị. That's what you'll be hearing from them. Ha ga-use opportunity na chọrọ ka ndị azụ bido gbuwesi ụmụ ebe anyị, to show you that love, that Igbo blood.